you going, guys? Just been out diving today. Some really good conditions out there, about 20 metres viz. Circumnavigated Morton Island. Started in on the Coffee Rock side. Ended up around Flinders and didn't go as far as Hutchies. Didn't have enough fuel for that. But actually we made it back with 1% fuel. It was one of those days. We ended up with 3 mackerel, so there's quite a few Spanish still kicking around. I was surprised to see them this late. Got a few good jacks, parrot, gold spot wrasse. So yeah, good mixed bag of fish. So I might fill it off one. This is a good sized jack, this. Probably about, I didn't weigh it, but it's probably about.
What kind of ground was it on?
It was in a bit of cavey sort of country. Not going to give away too much.
Is that where jacks normally hang out?
Yeah. It's yeah. There was. We actually saw a couple of big schools of jacks today. So I did miss one. Yeah, took a long shot and knocked a couple of scales off. But there was quite a few good jacks around. We did see one small wahoo as well. That was a bit of a surprise as well. So yeah, but some good fish out. So filleting, I never start from the tail. Always start up near the head. Good cut straight through, following the backbone down. Not my ideal knife. Carly's just grabbed that from the shop. But you need a blade that has got quite a firmness to it. Just see how I'm following over the rib cage there.
So you just want to find that middle bone, the backbone at the back?
Yeah, that's the backbone going over the rib cage. I drop that fillet down, just running it right along the backbone, taking it as far out the back end there as possible. If you do start from the tail, you end up starting too far forward and your fillet ends up shrinking all the time. So that's a really nice fillet. And then if you've done it that way and you've kept as much meat and skin on, then you don't need to waste too much when you're skinning it. So put a little cut in there to make a little finger groove, and then following it along, knife on about a 45-degree angle. A good sharp knife always helps. And pulling, there you go, that's the skin off. And so you can, if you want that bone free, you can feel those bones with your finger. So you're just running that knife along those bones there, not too far along. Turn it over. And voila, there you go. It's a bone-free mangrove jack fillet, ready for dinner.
And how are you going to cook that?
I'm actually going to rub it down with olive oil. I want to cut it into medallions, rub it down olive oil and rosemary, and put it in the oven on a baking dish. It just comes out fantastic. A little bit browned on the outside. The rosemary gives it a great flavour. And then have that with a salad. So I'll do the other side. Same process, turn the fish over. Working along the backbone. Knife through, pop it out the other side. Keep pulling it all the way to the end of the tail, keeping as much of that on as possible. Back in along the backbone. There we go. Again, make your nick at the back, knife on an angle. All the way down. Done. Ready for the table.
And what do you think you'll do with some of these other fish? What kind of recipes would you cook up?
I love Spanish mackerel, just grilled on a barbecue or charcoal grill. So I'll cut that into little steaks, and
Do you leave the bones in with that?
no, I'll fillet it and then cut it into steaks from the fillet, and then I'll just get a charcoal grill going and just grill that. The kingfish, I normally give that away. And my neighbours like kingfish. The kingfish in southern Queensland aren't nearly as good as the colder water varieties. It's okay, but it's not fantastic. Great for curries. I'm going to make a fish curry. Kingi's great for that. It's good fresh. I definitely wouldn't be freezing it. I'll be eating that over the next few days.
And what do you do with stuff like your frames?
Quite often I'll just take the guts out and make a fish stock with that. I wouldn't make fish stock with mackerel in case it's got ciguatera build up, because the cig is in the bones and the blood. So
What's ciguatera?
Ciguatera is a fish toxin that you normally get in tropical waters. We're fairly immune to it in southeast Queensland and southern waters, but if that fish has travelled from Fraser Island or further north, it could have a small amount of ciguatoxin in it. And ciguatoxin builds up in fish, so it can have a very minute amount, but I still wouldn't be wanting to concentrate that in a stock. I'd be wanting to... The kingi would be fine, that's come from south more likely,
Yeah.
and these other fish, being from southeast Queensland, no problem.
Yeah. And I see you've gutted your parrotfish.
That's so that I don't make a mess when I'm filleting.
Yeah.
We all know parrotfish guts are the worst thing on the filleting table, and they work as a good burley too. So you'll notice that the kingi gills out, mackerel gills out. That's been done to bleed the fish while in the water, and quite often you're getting that burley trail going. You're gilling it, dropping a few gills down, throw the fish in the boat, and then the Spanish comes into the blood that's you've just created, so you get a bit of a chain happening. So,
What's the weather looking like for the weekend, Tim?
looking great. I think, definitely Sunday looks like a good day, and tomorrow, so hope you all go out and get some good fish. Thanks for that. Have a good night.